What's up guys, it's Legend X Rona, and today I have another topic video for you guys. With us just getting the reveal of Sub-Zero's gameplay, it's only a matter of time before we get a gameplay reveal for Starfire, probably sometime next month, considering that Sub-Zero will be coming out in July. So here's my next topic video discussing the possible moveset and gear sets that Starfire could have when she's added into Injustice 2. Now of course none of this is confirmed or anything like that, and this is all just my own thoughts and predictions, so keep that in mind. But if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to drop it a like to help support my channel, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more Injustice 2 content. Okay, so first, let's discuss the possible moveset that she could have. Now Starfire's powers are pretty straightforward, with her using the abilities of flight, super strength, and her use of star bolts, which can be used from her hands or shot from her eyes. That being said, I kind of imagine her having a playstyle a bit similar to Supergirl's, but relying on her energy bolts and her ability of flight. I'm also assuming that she'll be able to air dash through the air like Superman, Supergirl, Firestorm, and a few other characters. All in all, I think that she could possibly be an all-around character. Now before I get on to the special moves, I do want to show you guys a clip from an interview with Tyler Lansdowne and the voice of Starfire, Kerry Walgren, during the GameStop Injustice 2 Hometown Heroes Tournament this past Thursday.
You got some history. Well, Tyler, why was it that Starfire was included as one of the 9 DLC characters?
You know, we talk about it a lot. There's a lot, there's a lot of characters we need for the story, and some don't fit in at the beginning, right? But there's also characters who fans keep asking for and keep asking for. One of them, of course, was Red Hood, who we just released. Starfire is another one that we get a lot of tweets about, and that's, we do listen to the fans as much as we can, and Starfire, like you were talking about, it's a powerful female character that really fits well into the Injustice universe. I've seen her played, and
can you comment on her play style? Is she a zoner? Is she a brawler? Is she?
I can't say anything. I will say that it's just her animations are really beautiful and strong and cool. Like, she looks awesome, and the hair flipping everywhere. It's a really awesome thing to see. That is all I can say right now.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait patiently.
Now based off of the way that Tyler Lansdowne was talking about how Starfire's hair was everywhere, it makes me think that maybe this could be seen as a hint towards her possibly having a few moves using her ability of flight. Now I'm already expecting her to have a few special moves where she'll be throwing out her star bolts or shooting them from her eyes, but maybe she could have a few moves where she might fly through the air or grab the opponent and take them into the air. Also, based off of that, maybe she could possibly have a move or two based on her hair. Now, I don't mean anything like what we've seen from Sindel from Mortal Kombat, where she's throwing her hair around and using it like a whip or whatever, but Starfire does have the ability to create a fiery aura, so maybe she could use her hair to create this fiery aura as a move by wrapping it around herself, or just something like that where her hair creates this aura. I can definitely see this possibly being a move that she could have, regardless of it being done with her hair or not, but I do think that it would be pretty cool to see as a move from her hair. As a power trait for her, I imagine that maybe she could have like a buff for her special moves, kind of similar to Green Lantern's trait. Starfire's power is mainly based off of her emotions, and when she's angry, her eyes glow even more and she gets more aggressive. So maybe her trait can be her eyes glowing even brighter when it's used, and her star bolts doing more damage. I think this would be a really cool trait for her to have, and it'll kind of stay true to her character personality. But as an alternative choice, maybe that fire aura move that I mentioned before could possibly be her trait. Maybe like once you use it, it'll grant her reduced damage and burn their opponent while doing damage over time. Now lastly, there's her super move, which we already have a bit of insight on what we can expect from it thanks to an interview with Ed Boon a little while back during a DC All Access interview, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip now.
9. Okay, can you tell me what Starfire's super move is?
Oh, well, it is easily, maybe the most epic in scale of she actually goes supernova in space.
Cool.
And so you might say it might not make too much sense that she comes back to Earth, but it's one of the best spectacles we've made.
I love it when they go to space. It's my favorite part of the game.
Absolutely.
So he actually says that Starfire goes supernova in space. Now I think the idea of that sounds pretty cool, and I kind of already have an idea of what that might be like. In the Teen Titans and Outsiders crossover comic called Insider, Starfire used an omnidirectional explosive burst move that was much more powerful than her standard starbolts that weakened her after doing it. So I think that her super move could be something similar to this, where she'll grab the opponent, take them into space, and do a similar explosive burst. Like I said, I think that it would be really cool to see, but I do hope that maybe she'll throw some starbolts at the opponent during some point, because it would be a bit too simple if it's just her doing one big blast, though I think that it would still be cool to see. But I'm also hoping that maybe at the start of her super, when they close in on the character's face, that maybe they'll show her eyes glowing brighter, you know? I really love like the small things like that, because it makes everything so much more special. Now moving on to the possible gear sets that Starfire could have. Now one thing that I can definitely say that we can expect to see is a lot of skin. I mean, if you ever just look at the majority of Starfire's designs, she's always going to be showing some skin, to the point where some outfits are pretty much considered downright partially nude. That being said, with so many iterations of Starfire in the DC comics, they have a lot of different costumes that they could give her, including some that, you know, cover her up a bit. Now obviously, like a lot of other characters, I'm sure that she will have a lot of new designs for gear, but I think that we could also possibly see some gear resembling her designs from the Starfire comics, her different Teen Titans designs, and possibly her original design. We already have a look at some concept art of her in the game, so this could also be a possible design that she could have for some of her gear as well. As for possible shaders, she could pretty much have anything. I could see some different shades of purple and maybe some green too. And if she were to ever get a premiere skin, then maybe she could get a premiere skin for her sister, Blackfire. Now I know that might be stretching it just a bit, but it would be pretty cool to see. One thing I do know for sure is that if she doesn't get Blackfire as a premiere skin, then she'll definitely get a shader themed and named after Blackfire. Now of course it wouldn't be as cool as her actually having Blackfire as a premiere skin, but it would definitely be pretty cool if it changed the color of her starbolts, and maybe she can even have other shaders that could change the color of her starbolts as well. So these are all my thoughts on a possible moveset and gear sets that Starfire could have when she's added into Injustice 2. As you guys already know, I'm really excited about Starfire being in Injustice 2, and I can't wait to play as her. She'll definitely be my female main once she's in, so I'm really looking forward to her gameplay reveal, possibly sometime next month. But what do you guys think about the possible moveset and gear sets that Starfire could have when she's added into Injustice 2? Is there anything from her that you really want to see added in with her inclusion? Be sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and just like before, let me know any possible intro dialogues you might think of that she could have with some of the other characters once she's added in. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop it a like to help support my channel, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe for more Injustice 2 content. This is Legend X Ronin, and I'll see you guys later.